As the world watches one of the darkest chapters of the 21st century unfold, Spain has taken a historic step. In response to the ongoing genocide in Gaza and repeated violations of international law, Madrid has announced a bold escalation of sanctions, introducing 9 unprecedented measures. This decision is meant to increase pressure on Israel and to remind the international community that the time has come to end impunity and stand firmly on the side of human dignity. In this video, we break down these measures, explore their diplomatic significance, and examine what they could mean for the Palestinian people. For months, Gaza has been enduring an unimaginable humanitarian catastrophe. Tens of thousands of civilians killed, entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble, families torn apart. Across the globe, voices are rising, demanding action. Yet, very few governments have dared to impose real consequences. Spain just did. Here are the 9 measures announced by the Spanish government. Immediate suspension of all arms sales to Israel, ban on Israeli military ships entering Spanish ports, refusal to import goods produced in illegal Israeli settlements on Palestinian land, active support for the recognition of the State of Palestine within the European Union, freeze on all bilateral military cooperation, increase in humanitarian aid to Gaza, channeled through local NGOs, formal appeal to the International Criminal Court to investigate crimes committed in Gaza, suspension of defense-related research and development agreements, and the launch of a diplomatic campaign urging other countries to follow Spain's lead.
We know these measures alone won't stop the invasion or the war crimes, but we hope they will increase pressure on Prime Minister Netanyahu and his government and help alleviate some of the suffering endured by the Palestinian population. We also want Spanish society, as a whole, to know and feel that in the face of one of the most shameful episodes of the 21st century, their country, Spain, stood on the right side of history.
In fact, these measures are far from symbolic. They are concrete, targeted, and resolute. Here are 5 reasons why Spain's decision carries such weight. First, Spain tries to break the diplomatic silence. Spain's move is historic because it shatters the wall of silence. These measures aim to isolate Israel on the global stage and raise the political and economic cost of its ongoing aggression in Gaza. Second, the decision sends a strong political signal in Europe that a state can act without waiting for a watered-down consensus. While most European governments hesitate, Spain has taken the lead, challenging others to follow and proving that silence is itself a choice. Third, Spain's decision acknowledges the scale of the crimes being committed in Gaza and restores credibility to international law, so often ignored. By naming the atrocities for what they are and backing it with sanctions, Madrid validates the voices of the International Criminal Court, global organizations, and human rights defenders. The message is clear: impunity cannot last forever. Fourth, the decision is a direct support for the Palestinian people. For Palestinians, seeing a Western state take real, tangible action, not just issue statements, is a form of genuine solidarity. It affirms their legitimate struggle for justice and freedom on their own land. Finally, Spain's decision serves as a painful reminder and a humiliation for many Arab governments. Watching a European nation take firm, concrete steps to support Palestine highlights their own inaction. Despite their wealth, influence, and proximity, too often they remain confined to empty rhetoric. In short, Spain's stance acts as a mirror, exposing silence and inaction while sending a powerful message. It is time to move from words to actions. To conclude, Spain's decision may mark the beginning of a diplomatic shift, but on its own it will never be enough. Real change requires more than government action. It requires people. As ordinary citizens, we may not hold the power of states, but we do have a voice and we do have a choice. We can inform, we can educate, we can boycott products that fuel the occupation, we can protest peacefully, and we can demand concrete action from our leaders. These are the tools in our hands, the tools to defend justice in Palestine and to help build a world that is fairer, freer, and more peaceful. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.